So, my dad was talking about resentment and forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the hardest things to do. It is the hardest thing to do, man, especially depending on what caliber it is. So it's gonna be a good question. So can we invite Flex into the box, y'all? But welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country. I got myself, Big Country, and my boy Top Bass Flex. And if you have anybody that want to be on the show, please. So I need to get a wrinkle out my button. I got you. Can you look? You know what? I'm pretty good at lying. I can lie pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I can do all right. All right? All right, yo,
What's up?
man, you know what? I knew you were coming through with the come through. I knew it. I just knew it. If Flex gonna come through, he gonna come through, man. He gonna come through, man.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, man,
Hi,
listen,
Brookie. How you doing?
I know you've been in some pain, bro. When I came in, I felt in your spirit that you was hurt, bro. You were just holding that thing in, man, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah, of course. I
Yeah,
told you anytime you ask me, I'll do it.
yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Brooke, you want to hit it with the first question?
All right. How would you define resentment in the context of relationships? I'm gonna jump in the comments.
Well, for me, when I had like a past relationship, I kind of took what happened to me and resented that. I was resentful towards that person. Like I completely like took them out as like existence. I never knew them, anything like that. So when I went into a new relationship, I took those same feelings and thought I was going to receive that same result from the next person. So it kept me from trying to have something stable. And I just kept that separation from different people, whether it was going good or not. I always thought in the back of my mind, something's going to come where it's just going to make me lash out at this person because the person I was with, like, she cheated on me, had a kid. I still stayed, I looked past the stuff that happened. And it was like, and then she cheated again, and then it was a whole proposal thing that's supposed to happen and didn't happen because of the cheating thing. So I was like, I held all those things in and just took it on to the next person, and the next person. Then I told myself, if I keep doing that, then I'm not going to find happiness with someone. I had to find happiness within myself again by doing things that did make me happy. So I was like, once I did that, now I was like, all right, now I'm open up to giving people a chance again. But it took a while to get over that kind of stuff.
Oh man, sometimes resentment is good, man, depending on the
Yeah.
situation. Because if somebody did me wrong, and sometimes you got to have restraint. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like you got to have restraint, and then resentment to certain things, man. But forgiveness to God is one thing. Like I don't have to
Mhm.
talk to the person. I don't want to hold nothing to that person, but I release it to Him. You know what I'm saying? Like I just know, um, you know, I just want to. I just threw me for a ball, Curry. I'm sorry. Can somebody open up First Peter chapter 3, 8 and 9. 8 and 9. Just 8 and 9. If you want to read, y'all can put in the comments. Brookie, somebody has a Bible on deck, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. Welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country. I got my boy Top Bass Flex, man. Been knowing him since I started on the app. I mean, to be truly honest, y'all, like one of my top 5 of all time. You know what I mean? So when we did that
Appreciate that.
Mount Rushmore, Flex was on there. So you know what I mean? So one of my all times. And it's not based on rank or dime, it's how he carried himself. And he's the same person since I met him. So appreciate you, bro. We're gonna
I
dive into
appreciate
the
you
next
too.
question, y'all. Yeah, keep going. Thank you. Hit me with 9 real quick. Um, number 2, the second question. He said, what are some common triggers that lead to feeling resentment?
Mm, Common triggers. I would probably say like I said, from past things that happen with a person, far as like if you, like I said, for like in a relationship, like if you don't like do something that they want you, that they expect you to do every single time without you like doing it from the conscious heart, they just want you to constantly do this, and they're never satisfied. So when you see somebody actually, can you do something funny? You kind of feel like, and then you'd be like, oh, I can't do it. It's time to ask you again. It's kind of like, why are you like, kind of like begging me? So it's like, you can gotta back off and let me do it out of kindness of my heart instead of you asking me because I feel like you're trying to just use me for what I have instead of me like you appreciating me for who I am and what I can give when I am ready to give it. So I feel like that's kind of like one of the main things. Kind of like when a person overly feel like they entitled and sort of like entitlement to something. And you kind of like feel like that resentment comes out as if like you're like begging, they're just trying to like use you. So you feel that from past things that want to happen with you or other people. So I kind of feel like that's one thing.
I honestly, like, I just want to add on to this question because it's like a double touch question. But you said, what are the common triggers that lead to feeling of resentment? Number one, man, let me tell you something. This is why I love Jehovah Jireh, Yahweh. Like, I love him because I tell people, stay single till you unpack your bag from your last relationship. Like, if you don't talk about your past, you're gonna have situations like this, the triggering part, right? So like I just feel like there's so important, a lot of common, things that triggers people, man. And coming into a relationship, we don't know. We don't know what would trigger that. And then some triggers would cause a person to break up, divide. It gets that bad, right? When you could avoid the situation. So I just say if I have a way of trying to fix it, man, I just say stay single till you unpack your bags, man, because it's so important, man. It's so important, man. I just think that, we all have some type of triggers, right? Even and people don't think like males have triggers, I feel like more than women does. We just don't open it up, man, and just blast it out, man. We just take our feelings and run with it and without saying anything, you know what I mean? So I just think that's just how it is. But listen, y'all, welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country. You know what I'm saying? I thank you guys for being here. I got my brother Flex as one of my guests. Being here, we're talking about resentment and forgiveness, man. Forgiveness and resentment. It's resentment and forgiveness is all in the Bible. You know what I mean? So let's dive into number 3, y'all. Let's dive into number 3. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, what's number 3? Okay, what's up, y'all? Can we go number 3? Yes. Can any of you share a personal experience where you felt resentment towards a partner, friend, or co-parent? How did it affect your relationship?
When I was younger, kind of touchy subject, but I'm used to talking about it. So when I was younger, around 11, 12 years old, my dad had got cancer. And my grandma used to always tell me that you're not allowed to see him because you're not his child, because I'm too dark, because I have light-skinned brothers and sisters. She used to tell me that all the time. You're not allowed to see your dad. She wouldn't let me into the room when she was there. I used to have to go with my mom. That's the only time I was able to see my dad. And then like it affected me to the point where I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want to like, my mom tried to tell me, oh, let my son see him. And it used to always cause fights and I just stayed away from it. But then as I got older, it's kind of like, I kind of understood why it was happening. And then she ended up getting like really sick. And I was like, you know what, just because she treated me that way when I was younger, I won't be like that towards her. So I went to see her every day until she got better. She got better and stuff like that. So I was like, I held that in for a long time. Like, I cried every day. I was like, why is she telling me this? I felt like it was true. Why she don't accept me because of color of my skin, because my brothers and sisters are light skinned and I'm not. I was like, if I hold that in for so long, then I'm not gonna be able to get over it. So I just chose to, move past the situation. It took a while though.
I have a couple of them, man, but I saw this episode the other day, and you guys probably relate. When a child tell their mom something, like there was an incident that a child tell their mom something that your boyfriend was looking at me, and you know what I mean, and your parents choose their man, or the dad choose the woman over the child.
Mhm.
And I see a lot of that, man.
Oh, these police froze. God, this headache's killing me so bad. They froze.
She didn't
No.
believe me for a long time, man. I'm talking about it was bad. I mean, I couldn't even go to school. I skipped school. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And my mom didn't believe me, so my dad didn't. So I was like, you know, you froze. Can you repeat that big question?
Yeah, you was frozen.
You
Yeah.
froze for so long? Okay. No, I just saying that resentment, my personal experience with, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Okay, good. No, I'm saying my personal experience, I'm good, man. I'm good. My personal experience was with my mom and my dad. Like I was telling, like parents, kids be telling their mom, their dad, or her boyfriend doing something, and the parents don't believe them. I mean, the parents don't believe the kid. You know, I had this way the other day when he's saying that this guy, your boyfriend mom looked at me weird all the time I go to my room, and the mom didn't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a lot of that. And my mom and my dad did that. Not those two arguing, fighting. It was a person kept bullying me at school, and I couldn't go to school, and I got jumped a couple times on the way to school. But my mom used to work with her son. I mean, the boy's mother, and she didn't believe me. My dad didn't believe me. They hung out. He didn't believe me, and it was just bad. So I ran away at 16. You know what I'm saying? Because of that. But yeah, man. But yeah, Flex, get back in here, man. If you in here, man, appreciate it. Let's dive into number 4. Welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country. I got Flex in the bit. I don't know what happened, y'all. It was some glitch. But listen, let me just say this, y'all. Whoever my number one gifted by 810, I think 810 we did. 810, I don't know what they're doing. But 810, you'll be named the number one gift of the show. You name the topic. Whatever topic you want to talk about. If you dealing with personal stuff, whatever you want to talk about. You know, if just give us the word, the keyword references, and we'll come up with the topic. Okay, and you know what I mean? Sort of along those lines. You know what I mean? So whatever you guys got in store that you really want to get off, or something you want to talk about, you think the world should hear, or just a community should hear, yeah, I appreciate you guys. So listen, y'all, today I just been dove into the Bible, man, and I got to go to First Thessalonians chapter. Welcome back, fellas. Just came to the stream, man. Let me get to the next question. What's the next question again? Request it again. All right, y'all. So I want to read this real quick. It says and we urge you, brothers and sisters, and warn those who are idle and prossive, encourage the disheartened, help the weak, be patient with anyone. Make sure that nobody pays back wrong for wrong. Always strive to do what it is good for each other and everyone else. 16 says, rejoice always, pray continuously, give thanks to all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. You never pay evil for evil, man. If you have any type of resentment, man, learn how to forgive. It's gonna hurt you more and more. It's like constantly carrying poison. So it's very, very important, man, to learn to let it go. You know what I mean? I appreciate you guys. Welcome back, Flex. We're gonna dive into the next question, man. We're gonna go to question number 4. Have any of you ever felt that someone used their resentment against you as a weapon during a conflict? absolutely.
I mean, yeah, like I said, when it comes to like, I know I keep saying relationships, that's like the main thing where conflicts usually happen. But yeah, I had it used against me when I used to have somebody always tell me, "Oh, see, you don't care just like this last person. You were a narcissist. You're this, that, and the third." This spy would like do random acts of good things for them, where I would get them as much attention they wanted. Try my best to calm them down when they were like have certain things bothering them. Things like that. And they always use what happened to them in the past with other people and throw it against me to try to make me feel guilty. Then I feel bad to the point where I'm apologizing for something I actually didn't do. Just try to make them feel better, even though it's making me feel worse about myself, even though I didn't do anything wrong. But that's kind of like what happens when you're a nice person. Kind of people, it can easily trigger you to apologize for things you haven't done. So yeah, I've had it used against me before.
I'm dealing with that right now, man. I'm
Yeah.
dealing with a situation right now similar to use that against me, man. Like, yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. I'm not gonna dive into it, but it's a faith fight, man. And I just pray. I pray,
Yeah.
man, because have used that. I do want to make a suggestion. If anybody is in a relationship or you're not in a relationship no more, I just say one thing, man. If you get over your past, you talk to your significant other or your ex, rule number one, do not bring up your past. Do not resurrect your past and what you done. The other person, don't do it to them. They don't deserve it. If y'all talked about it and get over it, why bring it up? Why? Just why bring it up, man? If you
Yeah.
already got through it and it's done, why bring it up? It's no point. Like we should have stayed there and get it over with. But don't relive the past, man. Don't relive the past. Like it's not a good look. It tells a lot about you too. It tells a lot about the person.
Yeah,
Like you
definitely.
bring up old stuff and then cast blame on you. You did this, you used to do that. No, you just don't, man. You know what I'm saying? So just learn how to forgive, let it go, give it to God, man. Do not relive your past. You ain't got to resurrect that thing. Why you bring it back? There's no point. You know what I mean? So I had, used that in conflict towards me as well. So yeah, I'm dealing with that right now. But yeah, we're gonna dive into the next question, y'all. Thank you guys for being here. Remind you again, whoever my number one gift is of the show, we'll be naming next week's topic. So you guys, I'm ask you guys in the comments. I just need to just put a one. You guys still have resentment on your heart, put a one in the comment. All honesty. All right, you guys put the one along the way, and while I come with the next question. Some zero. That's nobody. That's good. That's the only time that's a really good thing right there. With nothing, no ones. That's a really good thing. At that point, I
Yeah.
take it. That's really good. All right. My dad was telling me don't say you forgive somebody and still get angry.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, don't say you forgave them. They cool, and you get upset. You feel some type of no. Learn how to let it go and really give it to God. Because you know what I mean. Like he asked why, just why. So yeah, my dad was talking about his last episode on his podcast. But look, let's dive in, y'all. We're gonna come with the next question. How can someone recognize when they're feeling resentful, especially if it's buried beneath other emotions?
Mm. When you see that, when you sit with yourself after you do and you realize that that person really didn't do anything wrong, and you just threw that on them just because you were just angry in that moment, you wasn't processing what was going on, so you just threw all that emotion at them, all that anger just to let it out. Kind of like when somebody is trying to talk calm to you, and you're just lashing out at them for no particular reason, as if they did it to you. So it's kind of like you act on impulse instead of like sitting. Then you sit back and realize, this person was actually being kind to me and trying to like help me work through the situation. And I was completely ignoring that because I just wanted to lash out at anybody that just was trying to like feel like I shouldn't feel this way. but they're not trying to judge you for how you feel. They're trying to talk to you through how you feel to understand why you feel that way. So I feel like when people don't pay attention to that is when they tend to lash out at people for no apparent reason.
You know, it's pretty deep because the resentment may not be on you. It might be on their
Yeah.
past or somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want, I just think, man, like we just gotta talk it out.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta talk it out.
I can listen. The listening part too. A lot of people don't do that part. They'll talk, but they don't actually listen.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, listen, y'all, we're gonna take a look, you know what I'm saying? Anybody have any questions, y'all? This is how it works. Anybody, I will stop the questions I have. If it's directly, man, 2K out. And that's any given moment. Any given moment, you throw 2K. If you have a particular question you want to ask me in Flex, you know what I'm saying? Throw 2K, I stop, just ask what the question is, and we'll give you an answer. You know what I mean? We'll not give you an answer, but we'll give you the best advice what we experienced. You know what I mean? So that's any given moment, y'all. So if anybody have something they want to talk about, or even it's relatable, you know what I mean? So make sure that you follow myself on IG and the admins. Hit Twin with the favorite, Brookie, and then myself also hit Flex with a favorite as well, y'all. So thank you guys for being here. We're gonna dive into the next one. Can you share a personal experience where resentment led to an explosion, argument, or a breaking point? I can. And we weren't even together. It was my kid's mom. Bad.
Well, I did have a situation that when me and this person did get into kind of like escalated argument, and it was in a car. We parked in the parking lot at I think it was a Walmart.
Close the door real
Or
quick.
Target, one of those. And we was arguing in the car, and we stepped out.
Love you.
And I told her, we started arguing. People was watching us. She grabbed the shopping cart. And I said, "What are you gonna do with the shopping cart?" And she's like, "I'm about to throw the shopping cart at you." So I got in the car, and she rammed the shopping cart into the car. So when she ran off, and then I kind of like took the shopping cart, like threw it. At impulse, she ran off, but she threw it into the car, put it in the car. And then, I'm following her. I was like, "Get back in the car." It was storming, raining. She did not want to get in the car. She walked in the rain. But it was I never got to that point, but it got bad because I was like, she was embarrassing me in front of all these people out in public. And I never argued in public with people. When she did that, I was like, "You messed up my car." And I got out and I shoved the shopping cart. And she was running down in the parking lot. It was a whole mess. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And I was with that person since high school. So it was always an on and off thing for a long time. Very long time. Oh, this headache's killing me so bad. He froze again.
I was just testing it out. I was just testing it out. Hey, Barbara. I did pretty good though, twin. You can't say I did. You can't say I didn't. Hey, he didn't even let me know that you were trying to get in the box. That's how bad it is. I did do it.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, let's get to the next question. Y'all, welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country. We got Flex in the box. We're talking about resentment. All right, now, a few of y'all's in here better hold it. Let it go. Okay? All right? Number 7, how do you think unresolved resentment can impact co-parenting?
I can't answer that one.
I feel like that's towards me, though.
Yeah, I think that one's for you.
It's crazy. Ah!
But it can. Oh,
Yes, it can. 100%. Let me tell you why. Okay? Look, number one is you can tell how they act towards you. Like you can just tell it's unresolved. Listen, if you may be the one that want the resolver, the solutioner, right? If they the problem, if they not willing to have a solution in this conversation, it'll always be a problem. Hiding behind layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of resentment is eventually gonna peel off. It's gonna peel. You can see it, man. I'm dealing with it. Listen, Lord, I don't know what you did, but man, the past couple of days been tough. You hear me? Like, oh boy. Can we just move to the next question? Look, we just gonna dive into the slide into the other one. But look, y'all, hey, listen, thank you guys for being here. I gotta ask y'all ladies something. How many ladies we have in here? Can we get a one to come in? I just want to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know at least 3 out of 5 that may know a male that can be on this show. I shouldn't have to. Man, it's so hard to get a male on the show. Chris Casper, I need you to do better. Come on the show, man. Golly, you hear this right here, Chris? Come on the show, man.
yeah,
Matter of fact, Chris, I was on your show 3 times. Yeah, man, we're gonna find a special topic for you, Chris. We got you though, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to the next one. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for being here. Men seem shy, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Thank you guys for being here, man. Let's take a seat with Big Country. I got Flex, Top Bash Flex. We're talking about resentment, man, and have a little forgiveness in your heart, man, because you know what? You walk around with all that bitterness and looking ugly, looking like a moose by the face. People looking like mooses. Yeah, I know. Absolutely, bro. Let's dive into it, y'all. Number 8. You believe that men and women hold on to resentment differently? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I can answer that. I don't know how they do it. You know what? I know. Yeah, absolutely. I just thought about it. Yeah. Yep, she holding on to that thing, boy. Yep, 5 years. Yeah.
I feel like God, men kind of like they'll hold on to something, but they'll eventually like would learn to forgive quicker. A female will hold on to something longer because it's kind of like they're women. They're more sensitive than men are, so they hold on to things that happen to them longer. They can hold on to it for years and years. Like I could probably hold on to something probably maybe a few days, maybe a week, maybe a month. Could be like, oh, I could just move on to now. I'll just go talk to the next person. I got somebody else I can go talk to, find interest in. A female will be more hurt by a situation, so they take longer to move on from when something happens to them. I feel like, but everybody's situation is different. So some women could probably move on faster too. So.
I do want to ask. So I can't say I want to ask this question. Just curveball it real quick. So, ladies, just in y'all opinion, you think women hold on more than men? I just need a yes or no. I don't got to dive into it. Just yes or no. That's it. Yes or no. Okay. 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 All right. Let's dive into it. Welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country, y'all. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure y'all hit that favorite button. If y'all haven't, if y'all new here, make sure you hit flex with the favorite as well. Top Bash Flex. We're talking about resentment, y'all. We're talking about, and it's a very good topic you can leave with tonight. And if you have a resentment on your heart, we definitely gonna have to get it out of there. It's like a little fungus. Okay, let's dive into 9. How can the stereotype of men don't talk about their feelings lead to a buildup of resentment in a relationship? That is tough. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna answer that for it's the women. We can't open up. We can't. You know what I'm saying? We go to a man, we feel weak. We feel like a bunch of punks, a bunch of sissies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not with no man. So if I want my partner, you know what I mean, I want to be able to open up. You know, you want to be with somebody who can open up. But as men, we got to do better as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we as people, man, like men, we got to learn to open up. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn to open up. We got like we just have to. Attracted to men with. Hey, that's good. That's a beautiful thing, though, Bella. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, so I wanted to answer that first, Flex, and I'm gonna let you dive into that. But it says, how can the stereotype men don't talk about their feeling lead to a buildup of resentment in relationship?
So I don't want to use the word afraid I'm using anyways, because dudes feel like they feel afraid of being judged for expressing how they feel to a female. Like you said, they'll be called, "You're not a man. You gotta stop being so emotional. Why you like if a man cries, you're gonna laugh at it. You know, if a woman cries, they can lay on somebody's shoulder and talk about it. So and it also comes to like a guy being even like a guy doesn't feel appreciated. Like I always use a comparison when it comes to like, for instance, Mother's Day and Father's Day. Which one is more appreciated? Like both parents are doing really good in the household, why that day isn't appreciated equally?
I agree.
So that's another thing too. So as a guy, I feel like when they're not appreciated for anything, they can't talk about it. They just gotta keep it in. That's what builds up some mental issues that will cause this,
Yeah.
suicides and things like that. So it's a lot that plays into that too. But
Yeah,
guys just don't want to do it anymore because they just feel like they're just gonna get the same results when they do try to express how they feel.
I know I agree with you. You know what? Going back thinking about it, man. Me doing Mother's Day and Father. I'm a father, so man, my fathers men just naturally go out over the board for their mothers, baby mom
Yeah.
or their wife or girlfriend, if they kids they together, they just go over the above, man. They just naturally in them, right? Like, but you're right. Even commercial wise, even if you look at the commercial wise, like just the actual holiday itself. If you look at the commercial and see what type of commercials they have for the women and type of commercials they have for the men, I mean, it's different.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yo, what it do? Welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country, y'all. I have Top Batch Flex here. We're talking about resentment, man. Holding on to resentment. Learn to let it go. Okay, learn to let it go. You build up toxin in your body and hate and discord and discomfort. So I just showing my experience and what I've been through on how to get over resentment, man, and Flex as well. So whoever my number one gifter by 810 will be the next week's topic. Name the next week's topic. So let's dive into number 10. Okay. Can the refusal to forgiveness lead to a cycle resentment? And how can individual break that cycle in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it can. And how can it really break that cycle? Like you say, you gotta first things first. Like you say, you gotta talk to God first. Like you said, and then you just gotta talk and learn to realize that a person is just trying to express how they feel, and they're not trying to do it like in a way that they're trying to like attack you. So I feel like when a person listens, they can, without interrupting or trying to like engage in conflict, they can understand how a person feels, because you can hear the emotions in somebody's voice. You can hear how like upsetting something is for them, or how sad something making them feel, and they need that listening ear. When you're listening and you understand, and you're not telling them like, "Oh, just do this and you'll be fine." You just tell them like, "Oh, I'm here for you. I understand what you're going through," kind of thing. Instead of trying to let them push away how they feel, then it can cause less conflict and it can cause less resentment, and that's when a relationship can be better. Because talking things out is always the best way to go about things. So talking and listening and understanding.
I think generation's curse is made to be broken.
Mm-hmm.
If it's resentment, whatever, it's just made to be broken. Like, who would want to break a curse? You know what I mean? Cycle, curse, like it's made to be broken. It's biblical written. You know what I mean? Like it's made to be broken, man. We got to break our generation curses. So, and it goes with, to break resentment, man. Like resentment holds on to hate and jealousy and discord and discomfort. And having resentment is a lot of things built up in that one word. And I just think that I refuse, number one, to be like them.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to walk around with hate. I refuse to walk around with discord. I refuse to. Like, you know what I mean? And it will affect my relationship. Like, why? It will really affect the person you want to be with, and you still have a resentment of some old.
Yeah.
It's not fair to the person you with. You know what I mean? And to break that cycle, man, let me tell you, to break the cycle, dear Heavenly Father, I ask you to forgive me for things I have done in my past. I ask you to forgive the ones that treated me wrong. I ask you, Father God, forgive me and forgive them, the people that cause discord and cause pride and hate on me. I just ask you to just cover me through the midst of this storm, because I'm going to do better. Now, you got to forgive all that, man. Forgive the people that did you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Give your mother, your father, best friend. Like, forgive all that, man. Just all that resentment you've been holding back on, man. You just let it all go. Let it all go. You know what I'm saying? Just let it all go, man. He said, please ask the questions. Please ask the questions in the comments so I can read it out. If you guys got any questions in the comments, put it in the comments, and then myself and Flex will answer those. How you doing, Ariel? Welcome to the stream, y'all. Welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country and and Flex here, one of my special guests. Top Badge Flex, hit him with that favor, y'all. We're talking about resentment and forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? You got to forgive those things, y'all. Yes, we got a good chunk of minutes here, man. We got a good chunk of minutes. So, Flex, thank you for being here, man. And again, I don't know,
Thanks for having me.
going through, man, but listen, holding on to stuff don't feel good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example. If I hold this for a long time, this resentment, by the way. If I hold on this for first of all, I ain't gonna last 5 minutes. Don't expect me to do it. I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds, okay? This rotator cuff, you know what I'm saying? But here's my point. You hold on to this, you're holding on to resentment, you're holding on to it, and right now it's starting to get a little discomfort.
It's uncomfortable. It's starting to hurt.
It's starting to hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you holding on to this, you're holding on, building up hate and jealousy, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on, I haven't forgave nobody yet. And then as soon as I let it go, thank you, Lord. Father God, help me. And it feels so much better, man.
And when you're holding it, and the person will be like, yo, you need to put that down, you're going to hurt yourself. And they be like, no, you push them away. You're ignoring that they're trying to help you too. So that's it. That was a good analogy. Yeah, so I get that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like, you got to let that thing go, man. Man, you know what? Look, don't ask me to say country. Can you demonstrate that again? Because I ain't going to do it.
No, I can't do that now. My messed up shoulder. I'll definitely.
Hey, look, no, I could do it. I was just saying, but I felt it. I felt it. When you doing like front row dumbbells and you do it like this and you hold it, and, you know what I'm saying? It gets a little heavy in this area right here, man. So, you know, it got to, yeah. You know what? I'm good. Number 11, what advice would you give to someone struggling with lingering resentment? You want to answer that?
I mean, it's simple. Ask God for forgiveness. Pray. It's the main thing. You know, if you don't do that, then you're gonna be lost in trying to find a solution. And then when you don't find it, you're just gonna go back to the same thing. So once you learn to, you know, pray and ask God for that forgiveness, then you're gonna be able to move on from it. That resentment you're having towards others, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whoever it is, you know, prayer is the main thing. So
Best
Yeah.
advice that I can give is say, hey, I have somebody I recommend you should talk to.
mhm,
Lead to somebody that you feel comfortable with. And I recommend another male. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like, because you earlier said is male resentment is different than the women. I think so. I truly
Yeah.
think so. But look, just give them advice, man. Say, look, and especially somebody you care about. I know somebody right now that talk to someone, but they feel uncomfortable. Um, that they can talk that person express their feelings to someone else versus coming to somebody she close to. They're outside the family cool, but inside like best friends and family, they feel uncomfortable. But I just think that just advise them to a person that can help. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like you think they'll give very good advice with don't hold back and tell it how it is.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, just tell them how it is. So Jen earlier mentioned, I don't know if you put in the comments as I'm going, but no, you didn't. Anybody, First Thessalonians chapter 5, 14, and this is short though, so you ain't gotta worry about it, but chapter 14 through 18. You read out the NIV or NLT version. So, but look, y'all, we got a strong 25 minutes. So, Flex, let me ask you a question. How long did it took you having resentment? How long did you hold on to resentment? What's the longest you ever hold on to resentment?
Well, I'll just use the one for, like I said, when the situation with my grandma, I had that um till I was like out of high school, so I was like in my early 20s.
So it took her
I,
to get sick for you to just say,
well, it was a situation where my mom wanted to try to get me to talk to her, and I just never wanted to because when when my dad passed away from being sad, I was like, why she didn't want me to come see him, but she allowed everybody else to. Why she treat me different? So I was like, I don't even want to talk to her. But then when she got sick, I thought at the end of the day, like, that's still family to me, whether she treats me like that or not. I don't want to treat somebody the same way they was treating me, like they, even though she didn't want me to go and see my dad. Or only way I was to see him was if I was to go with my mom on my own and things like that. So I was like, but when I was in school, I was having therapy. I was having a therapist show up to me, call me downstairs during lunchtime, during between classes, try to talk to me and tell me you can't hold on to this stuff for so long like that, because it's unhealthy for you and it's unhealthy for the people around you because you're just not gonna want to, you know, talk to anybody. I wasn't talking to nobody. I was talking to my sisters. I was barely trying to talk to my mom. And then when I seen her, I was like, she got sick, and I was like, what, I can't be like that because I ain't get to have like a lot of moments with my dad from him being sick. So I was like, I'm gonna spend time with her. 'Cause I didn't want to end up, getting real sick to the point where I can't have those spend time with her either. But when she got better and stuff like that, then I was like, I'm gonna spend time with her. Now I talk to her still to this day. Now I talk to her every day. So I was like, I prayed and told God, like, help me through this. I don't want to have this evil in my heart towards somebody, even though in that moment they was treating me that way. So I was like, I'm not an evil person, so I can't be like that.
man,
I held it for a long time.
you never been in the midst of anything. You always been a positive streamer. That's
Yeah.
again, I don't care about diamond count, but like that's why I say you one of my top 5. It was Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just not because you here
I
because
appreciate that.
I said it when who your top 5 is. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's a positive stream, and then it might be different than everybody else, but that is just my personal top 5, man. So, but I do have a question um about for as resentment goes. Like carrying resentment. Have you like I messed up one good relationship holding on to resentment of my past. Like I messed up a very good relationship up, man, and I was still buried and hurt. You know what I mean? And I had to learn that through forgiveness heals it all. You know what I mean? I just it get painful sometimes, and then your pain become very lonely because you can't share it with no one. But it was for a very long time, man, that you know, this holding on to this what I wanted to let go so long. And my mom, I saw my, I want to ask you guys a question real quick. Have you ever held on to resentment that was told to you as you was young? Your dad did you wrong, your mom left out, and found out it wasn't all true. You know, and so you was mad at your mom, or you mad at your dad, or mad at a family member, but it was what was told to you. So you built up that anger based off information what somebody else said. And then as you got older, you realized it wasn't true, or it wasn't all the way true. And you held this resentment. Like, you know?
Yeah, that happened to me too. Yeah.
My daughter, it was my daughter. My Tejana came here, T-Faith. That is a gift from God. That is biologically not my daughter, but biologically through the blood of Christ. Like, she changed my life. But my daughter found out who the dad was, and she's been holding on to this till, like, you know what I'm saying? As she got older, you know what I mean? I actually talked to him, you know what I mean? So she held on for so long, what was told to her. You know what I mean? But my daughter's 24 years old, or turned 25, but 25 years old. And I found out she wasn't mine when she was 6 months old. I've been taking care of her since she was born. But she held on for so much, man. She held on to that. Dad is this and dad is that, and you know, and come to find out, man, it wasn't all the way true. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't all the way true. And a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you now, ladies, I hear from a lot of ladies, okay? Even if you and your father, baby dad not together, never make your baby dad look bad as what he is in front of your children. Don't plant that hater seed in your children's heart, man.
Yeah.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that, man. Because the kid growing up hating their father, you know what I mean? Like, even if the parents not together, it could have been the mom's fault, or vice versa, right? And you making the father look bad or the mother look bad for something that you did. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they grow up, you know, and it's not true, because like right now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be vulnerable, Richard, real quick. My daughter Heaven, man, it breaks me, bro. I haven't spoken to my daughter over 2 years. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm so questioning my head. I want to know what I've done wrong. I'm a bad father though, but I've been taking care of her since she was born until she was like 15, 16. And then now I'm a bad father, but she's been in my life all this time. You know what I mean? And what mom, like the girl absolutely hates me. Like, absolutely don't like me. My daughter, the same daughter y'all seen years ago, like when I was here, it had pictures in the background. Like, I don't even know, but what's planted in her heart, that's what she producing. When you plant that type of seed, you're gonna get that type of product.
Yeah, it's gonna create a rotten fruit.
Bad company corrupts good character. Yeah. Bad company corrupts good character, man. Like, my daughter, man, that was my joy, man. My joy, man. And now the mom, I don't know what was said. I mean, it got so bad. My daughter did adopted another girl named Mariah. And my daughter, Mariah, went and picked up her sister, which is Heaven. And for example, she was on the phone. My daughter, she turned 18, you know, beautiful. She's a beautiful little girl, man. And my daughter Mariah picked up Heaven. And she's on the phone and on loudspeaker. And my ex-boyfriend said, "You doing me the same way you doing your dad. Like, you don't want to come on. He don't even want you." That's what the father said to my daughter. Like, I don't want my daughter.
Dang, that's
Like,
crazy.
and this was on loudspeaker.
Hmm.
Like, I put up my daughter all the time to see her. I miss her, right? But like, it's what planted in her head. It was planted. Like now, like my daughter was like, wait a minute, you don't have a right to speak about my dad like that. You know what I mean? You only going out what was told to her mother, to your man. Like the mother told her boyfriend, blah blah this, but don't even know the truth. Like, and like I told him, I'm willing to face all circumstances, consequences. Like, put me in front of anybody and I tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But her boyfriend don't even know me and don't even like me. Same way with this app. You got people on this app never been in your stream and hate your guts.
Yep.
Heard it from somebody else. You want to hold on to something, don't even know nothing. How you gonna hold on? You holding on to something don't even know what's in the bottle. You know what I mean? Like, drink it. No, I can't. Why? Because I don't know what's in it. You know what I mean? Like, don't hold on to something, man. There's no point. You know what I mean? Just let it go, man. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, just it eats you so much. It eats your soul. You know what I mean? It really does. Welcome to Let's Take a Seat with Big Country, y'all. Thank you guys for being here. We're talking about resentment. Anybody here had any resentment, haven't forgave nobody yet? Put a 1 in the comment. We find it hard too. Please hit myself, Big Country, with a favor if you guys new here, and hit Top Bass Flex with a favor as well. All right, we got 10 minutes, y'all. I'm gonna pull an audible. And if anybody want to jump in the box, Brookie, want to jump in, y'all, please do. We finished earlier than we thought we was. You know what I mean? And I am okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. I don't even see the red. I don't even see it. That's why I know it's messed up.
All right, that's the ages ago.
I've been coming here for 4 years. I've been coming. Talk your talk, then. Talk your talk. And you know what? That makes me feel good. In 4 years, it's still holding me down. You know what? You got to be a new account. New account. New account. Yep. New account.
So I was sent a question, and they said they want to hear from a man's point of view. Why do you think some women experience jealousy and resentment towards other women? Like, what might contribute to the feelings?
That is a very, very, very good question.
So very funny being the only woman in the box right now. This question.
Oh, box me.
Look at it. Okay, it says, why do you think some women experience jealousy and resentment towards other women? What factors might contribute to these feelings, pretty much?
I got to close the show up before I let you guys in the box. We're trying to get this show featured. So give me 1 second, y'all, because this is our guest. So give me 1.
Mimi, do better.
Oh my goodness.
Someone type in the comments that he froze again so we can see. Because he probably won't be able to see us now. At least this is getting recorded.
Yes, I had to fix it.